Welcome back to the reconstruction of the human mind, where we try to fit all the puzzle pieces together without cheating. Today we are taking stock. We have laid out a lot of radical ideas in the last few videos. No central meaner, no Cartesian theater, consciousness as a virtual machine. Now we need to see how these ideas fit with the actual science being done by psychologists and neurobiologists. Dennett admits that his theory is a borrower. It takes pieces from AI, pieces from neuroscience, and pieces from anthropology. And sometimes these fields hate each other. The AI people think the neuroscientists are boring fact collectors, and the neuroscientists think the AI people are fantasy writers. But Dennett says we need both. We need the hardware and the software. Let's look at the gathering consensus. Psychologist Baars talks about a global workspace, a distributed society of specialists that broadcast information to the whole system. This fits perfectly with Dennett's multiple drafts model. There is no single stream of consciousness, but there are multiple channels of drafts competing for attention. When a draft wins the competition, it gets broadcast to the global workspace, and that is what we call consciousness. But here is the tricky part. Where is this workspace in the brain? Neuroscientists like Francis Crick and Christoph Koch have suggested that consciousness involves synchronizing neurons in 40 Hz oscillations, basically getting a bunch of neurons to fire at the same beat. But Dennett asks the hard question, okay, you synchronize the neurons, and then what happens? Who is looking at the synchronized neurons? If you stop there, you are just setting up a new Cartesian theater. You have to explain how that synchronization leads to behavior, to speech, to memory. This is where the cognitive psychologists come in. Models like Baars and Soar try to explain what happens next. They use a system called productions. Think of a production as a little if, then robot. If I see a snake, then run. If I feel hungry, then look for food. Your mind is full of millions of these little robots, all waiting for their if condition to be met. And when it is met, they fire. But what happens when two robots want to do different things? What if one says run and the other says fight? This is conflict resolution, and it is the key to the whole system. In Baars, there are rules for who wins. The strongest production wins, or the most specific one wins. In Soar, an impasse creates a new problem space to solve the conflict. This is brilliant because it shows how you can get intelligent behavior without a boss. You don't need a captain in the brain telling the robots what to do. You just need a system where the robots can fight it out, and the winner takes control. This is the shift in power Dennett talks about. From the rigid von Neumann machine to the flexible connectionist network, the von Neumann machine is like a train on a track. It goes where the rails take it. The connectionist mind is like a swarm. It goes where the collective energy takes it. But this creates a massive problem for neuroscientists. If the workspace is global and the memory is global, how do they fit in the same brain? How can the cortex be a place for permanent storage of memories and a place for transient fleeting thoughts at the same time? Dennett suggests we need to think about neurons differently. Usually we think a neuron has one job. This neuron cares about vertical lines. This neuron cares about the color red. But what if neurons can be drafted for temporary duty? What if a neuron that usually cares about red can be recruited to help represent the concept speed kills, just for a moment? Like a person in a stadium holding up a card. The person doesn't know what the card says, they just hold it up. This kind of multiple functionality is a nightmare for reverse engineering. If you look at the neuron, it looks like a red detector. But in the context of the whole brain, it is doing something else entirely. This is why neuroscience is so hard. Mother Nature is a messy designer. She uses every part for 5 different things. So where does this leave us? We have a brain that is a quilt of animal instincts overlaid with a cultural virtual machine. We have a global workspace that is not a single place, but a network of broadcasting specialists. And we have a control system that is not a monarchy, but a messy democracy of if-then robots. It is complex, it is messy, and we still don't have all the answers. But at least we are asking the right questions. We are no longer looking for the ghost in the machine. We are looking for the machine in the ghost. Thanks for watching, and keep fighting for your workspace.